Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about setting personal boundaries. One of the most powerful, forms of self-love is actually setting boundaries that protect your emotional health. And yes, setting personal boundaries are not actually bad things. Personally, I feel you should actually let go of people who intentionally mess with your head, people who intentionally and repeatedly do things they know will hurt you, people that do not value you, people that don't prioritize you. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tomilola David Peters. If you're coming across this channel for the first time or you're coming across this space for the first time, welcome to my channel. Do well to stay subscribed. Today I'll be talking about setting personal boundaries. Why am I talking about this topic? I feel this is a very, very important topic, and then it is something affecting our day-to-day activity. Like, it is part of us, but then we shy away from it. So much so that we allow people, do things that are hurtful to us, and then we can't even say anything because we have not set boundaries. We have not actually made them know this is what I can accept and this is what is hurtful to me. A lot of people actually even know that this thing is wrong, but because you're not complaining, they do is they hurt you, and then they just feel this person won't say anything after all. It's just a normal thing for this person. One of the most powerful, forms of self-love is actually setting boundaries that protect your emotional health. This saves you a lot of emotional stress, mental breakdown, and all that stuff. In fact, I like to state that setting boundaries are essential ingredients. They are very important ingredients in growing a healthy, strong, and balanced relationship with anyone. Whatever relationship you grow around, boundaries, when one person knows that this is the boundary of my friend, the other person knows that, okay, this is how far my friend can go, those kind of friendship last longer. Bring it back to my university days. Some friends will come to your room, like, they do not have the intention to actually spray bath themselves with perfumes that they buy with their own money. That as soon as they come to your room to actually borrow from you, you see the way they use it carelessly. They use it, they use it in a way that will annoy you. As if they actually intend annoying you, but then they don't know you won't talk. They know they can use it anyhow they like, and then you won't complain. They know how to manage their stuff, but they are not always, considerate about your own stuff. This is because you're not setting boundaries. You need to let them know. You need to draw the boundaries. I don't share my perf, and if at all I'm sharing my perf with you, you need to actually use it reasonably. Use it responsibly. Use it like I bought it with money. Setting boundaries are actually very important and essential part of maintaining a balanced, healthy relationship, maintaining your identity, and helping to grow your self-esteem. So now, what is setting personal boundaries? I describe setting personal boundaries as invisible walls you build around yourself to protect your emotional and mental health. And yes, setting personal boundaries are not actually bad things. When you set personal boundaries, as I've said earlier, it helps protect your mental health, your emotional health. It helps you to build your self-esteem. It helps people respect you more. It helps people know that this is how far they can come with you, and this is what you will not tolerate. This is not about you being wicked or mean. This is about you prioritizing yourself, prioritizing your emotion, and putting yourself first. Okay, let me break it down this way. Imagine you have a room that does not have walls. I don't know if that makes sense, but imagine you have a room without walls, doors, or windows. Anybody can come into that space and do whatsoever pleases them. You have not defined that room as yours. So anybody can just pass through the room, do whatever pleases them. But as soon as you have walls around your room, you lock your door, you have a door and you lock your door. It has been defined as a territory. Anybody coming into that territory needs to, take permission. And what is the permission? They need to knock. They need to ask for your consent. Can I come in? Whoever batches into that kind of space, is going overboard. Personally, I feel you should actually let go of people who intentionally mess with your head, or people who intentionally and repeatedly do things they know will hurt you. Like, there are people like this. You need to let go of them. These are not what's being called friends. Stop making yourself feel guilty. They will actually play the victim at every given time. People that do not value you, people that don't prioritize you, but they want you to prioritize them. Guys, you need to stop being a people's pleaser. You need to actually break free from these chains of okay, I don't want this person to be angry. See, the more you want to be a people's pleaser, the more you hurt yourself, the more you find yourself going into and doing things that you do not even bargain for. Spending your money unnecessarily because, yes, I want to please this person. If you can't do it, let no be next to your mouth. I can't. There's no big deal in saying no. Say no as often as possible. This will help you and this will put you in a better mental state. You need to break free from people who are not intentional about your friendship with them. You need to start moving with friends that respect limits. They understand and respect limits. You need to work with people that effectively communicate to you. They communicate what they want, they communicate what they need. You don't work with people who would not actually, you don't understand what they want, but then they are victimizing, they're already guilt shaming you, saying all sorts of nonsense about you. You're not living in their head. You need to learn to say no as many times as possible. Whatever you know is not visible for you, say no. Don't promise to help somebody and at the end of the day, you actually stand them up. Or don't promise to help when you know that it is not convenient for you. Whatever time you have to build yourself, now you have to go and actually help somebody because you actually said yes to them, so they will accept you. Whoever does not like you will not like you. Whoever doesn't value you will not value you anyway. Whenever you have a chance to help your friends, your family, you can go ahead and help them. But whenever you can't, you need your time to yourself. And any good friend should understand this. What kind of relationship should you set boundaries for? Every form of relationship. I mean romantic relationship, friendship, family, co-workers, every form of relationship. Whatever you will not take, state it. Let them know. This will help your relationship with them become more stronger, healthier, and last long. But at the point where they offend you today, you keep it to yourself because, okay, I do not want to hurt them. These things start building up in you, and then you start building an unnecessary hatred, should I say, or unnecessary grudge against them. I don't know if this happens to you, but this happens to me a lot. By the time I'm not able to speak my mind to somebody, the first time, the second time, and guess what? They keep doing it. Because you have not set boundaries and you have not actually been able to open your mouth to say, this is what I do not like, they will continue. So how then can you set boundaries? I want you to know that certain boundaries can actually take time and practice, especially for relationships that you just want to start setting the boundaries. This relationship have existed before, and then you just want to start setting boundaries. It can actually take time. It can get you frustrated. People might not take you serious. Number one way to start setting boundaries is to identify the behaviors you feel are discomforting to you, the behaviors of others that you do not like. There's no how you won't actually meet with people every day. So what are these behaviors that you do not like, that you feel discomforted by? Identify these behaviors and know why they are discomforting to you. There's a lot to setting boundaries, but we'll be breaking them down in several other videos that I will be doing. So we'll still be referring to this video from time to time. So identify these behaviors. Why? It can be something that has happened to you from childhood. It can be just your own belief. It can be your own mindset. A lot of things can cause you not to like a particular behavior, and it might even be the person's fault. It might be a bad behavior from the person's side. Number two way, guys, is to learn to communicate with others. Learn to clearly communicate with others. Speak out on what you want. What are your terms about this relationship? This is what I want. This is what I do not want. Be assertive. Learn to say no. I have said this over and over again in this video. And when you're saying no, be assertive with it. Be very, very assertive with it. For whatever you want to say, you can choose to explain your reasons. Tell this person, okay, this is why I said this. But if you choose not to, then it's no problem. And at the end of the day, be respectful about it. Don't forget to be assertive about whatever response you're giving. Guys, number three is to decide what to do when somebody breaks your boundaries. Yes, people will break your boundaries. As I told you earlier, especially for relationships that are already in existence, and then suddenly you're coming to say, okay, I did not like this you did the other day, please can we work on it? People are very built in an unserious manner that they might actually take you for a joke. Do you get? So when they break your boundaries, let them know, and you can decide to give it a tough, like, kind of punishment response. You can actually decide on, I don't want this relationship to continue. If you know that this person is an unserious person that will keep hurting me, then you can actually break up the relationship. Finally, before I conclude, here are some advantages of setting healthy boundaries. I've actually named a lot of advantage, and if you're following this video carefully, you would have seen that there's so much advantage. But just to wrap this up, I'm going to be listing these advantages out. One of the major advantages of building healthy boundaries is your self-esteem. You need to work on yourself, put yourself in a space where you are comfortable. Number 2 thing is self-independence. Self-independence is number 2 thing. Sorry, I have to look into my notes because I jotted some things down. Number 3 is gain a greater sense of identity. Number 4 is it helps you avoid burnout. Like, you don't actually have to do so much work for people, because if you actually say yes to everybody, this person says, can you borrow me this? Yeah. Can you help me do this? Yeah. Can you do this for me? Yes. They would take advantage of it, and you would learn to discover at the end of the day that it doesn't even worth it to them. They won't actually appreciate this time enough. And lastly, and one of the most important, is it is very important for your emotional well-being. Guys, I've come to the end of this video. If you like this video, please kindly give me a thumbs up, like, share, and of course, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.